Hello my dear students. Today we will do exercise. I was explaining you chapter 6, that is pronouns, and from that chapter I explained you about personal pronoun, and that exercise number 1 is based on personal pronoun. Okay, open page number 28 and do that exercise with me. Underline the personal pronouns in the following sentences and say for what each stands. Here you need to underline the personal pronoun. Personal pronoun I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Okay, and you need to state also this pronoun is related to or is of which person, first person, second person, or third person. I explained you I and we first person, you second person, and he, she, it, they third person. Right? Now, number 1 is the boy stood on the burning deck whence all but he had fled. Here, the boy stood on a burning deck. He stood on a burning deck, whence means from which or from where, all but he had fled. Fled means ran away from a place of danger. So, just because that place is not suitable for him, so he fled from that place, he ran away from the place of danger. Okay, here the word he, it is a personal pronoun, underline it, and it is of third person, so write there third person. Second is no mate, no comrade Lucy knew, she dwelt on a wide moor. Now see, this is a line of a poem named Lucy Gray. The death of a young girl named Lucy who went out one evening into a storm. Okay, that is about the poem. I told you only just for your knowledge. So no mate, no comrade. There is not any of the friend. Mate means friend, comrade means enemy, or we can say a person who fights on the same side as you in a war. Okay, so no mate, she don't have any mate, she don't have any enemy. She Lucy knew means she don't have. She dwelt on a wide moor. The meaning of dwelt is to live or stay in a place. So the place where she lived on a wide moor. She lived on an uncultivated land. Moor means uncultivated land, where she don't have any friend, any of the enemy. Okay, so here the word she is a personal pronoun and it is of third person. Right? So underline she, write the third person. Next, third one is, oh Alice Brand, my native land is lost for love of you. Again, this is the line of one of the poem. The name of the poem is A Tale of Alice Brand. It is composed by Walter Scott. Okay, I'm telling you about the poem. There are 3 characters in that poem: Alice, Richard, and a brother. So here the meaning is, oh Alice Brand. Someone is addressing, oh Alice Brand, my native land. Native means connected with the place where you were born. जहाँ पे आपने where you born, जहाँ आपने जन्म लिया है, और where you have always lived, जहाँ यहाँ पर आप रहे हो. Okay, so oh Alice Brand, someone is addressing Alice. So oh Alice Brand, my native land, the land where I lived, is lost for love of you. Now I have lost it. So here the word you, it is a personal pronoun, underline it, and it is of second person as I explained you yesterday. Next is number 4th. Awake, awake, my little boy, thou was thy mother's only joy. Now this is a line of a poem, William Blake. The name of the poet is William Blake, who composed that poem. The name of the poem is The Land of Dreams. Here in this poem, this poem is about a little boy having a dream about his mother. Poem किसके बारे में? एक little boy के बारे में. We have a dream about his mother. He held her hand and walked along a stream. Okay, that was about the poem. In this line, awake, awake, my little boy. The meaning of thou is you. The meaning of thy is your. So you was your mother's only joy. Okay. You was the only source of your mother's joy. So awake, awake, my little boy. You was your mother's only joy. So here is not written you and your, thou and thy. You need to underline thou and thy, and you need to remember the meaning of thou and thy also. Thou means you, thy means your. Okay, so you and your both are of second person, right? So underline thou and thy and write their second person. The last statement is, behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass. The meaning of lass is a girl, as lad is boy, lass is girl. So behold her, behold means see or observe her. The poet is saying, again, this is a line of a poem, and the name of the poem is Lucy Gray, composed by William Wordsworth. It describes the death of a young girl named Lucy Gray, who went out one evening into a storm. Okay, so behold her, look at that girl, observe that girl, single in the field. She was alone in the field. No one else was there. Yon solitary means beyond, solitary highland. Solitary means done alone without other people. Okay, and highland means connected with an elevated land where there are mountains. So behold her, observe her, single in the field. She was standing alone in the field, yon solitary highland lass. She was a girl of mountains. She was living on or standing on mountain, standing beside mountain or at that land only. So the word her is personal pronoun here. Okay, underline it, and it is of third person. Okay, so underline her and write their third person. So here we have completed exercise number 1. Now I will explain you about the possessive pronoun, and then we will do the exercise number 2 also, but in our next video. Okay, understand it properly and complete it neatly.